Roommate or living alone? It seems simple, but which one really delivers? On one side, living alone, complete freedom and privacy. On the other, roommates, shared costs and social connection. Let's skip the cliches and get into the real numbers and lifestyle impact. We'll break it down category by category. Each option earns points, so you'll know exactly who comes out on top. The result might surprise you, even in 2026. Here's a visual of what we're breaking down today. So we've got monthly rent savings, space and living quality, privacy and independence, social life and companionship, chores and responsibilities, safety and security, total monthly budget impact, and finally which option is simply best for. Ready? Let's roll through each one. First up, monthly rent savings. Okay, let's talk money because really that's usually what makes or breaks this decision. Living alone is all about total control. You're not negotiating over who pays for Netflix. But the price tag is kinda brutal. Average runs you about $920 a month for a one-bedroom, and yeah, every single dollar comes out of your wallet. No surprise splitting here. Now, flip to living with a roommate. Honestly, this one's wild. We're talking saving between $375 and $1,465 a month, depending on your city. Like Jersey City literally chops your rent by almost 46%. Utilities and household costs, you split them so your bank account isn't as sad. Sure, you share the responsibility, but for those numbers, it's worth it. Winner for pure savings, living with a roommate takes it. Next is space and living quality. Living alone means your space, your rules. You get to obsess over that perfect throw pillow or keep things absolutely spotless, no debates. The catch is, it's usually a smaller studio or one bedroom, and let's be real, in those premium neighborhoods it can get pricey to enjoy a decent amount of space. Now, with a roommate, this is where things get surprisingly awesome. You can usually snag a bigger, better two-bedroom for what you'd pay solo, but you each get your own bedroom. Plus, you hit nicer areas and living quality gets a boost. Only thing is, you gotta coordinate on shared spaces. So if you value a spacious kitchen and a killer location, roommates edge out the win here too. Alright, let's talk about privacy and independence, arguably the big deal for a lot of us. Living alone means unlimited privacy. Seriously, you run the show, daily routines, hosting whoever, peace and quiet. It's all in your hands. Downside, sometimes it's just you and your echo, which can get lonely. With a roommate, yeah, you have your own bedroom for privacy and social time if you want. But let's be honest, shared living spaces mean less personal autonomy, plus you gotta compromise if you want to host a gathering. Winner here, living alone, nothing beats full, uncompromised independence. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know if you live with a roommate in Jersey City, you actually save a massive $1,465 a month? That's almost half off your rent, like 46%. That's pretty hard to ignore. Let's switch gears, social life and companionship. So living alone, you've got total freedom to chill or mingle whenever. But there's a catch. If your schedule is packed or your social circle is small, isolation can sneak up on you. No built-in hangout sessions, no guarantee of company when you need it. Roommate life? Totally different story. Built-in friendship, emotional support, daily laughs, and shared memories are all kinda just there for the taking. Plus, you're way less likely to feel isolated and you get mini-group events right at home. You lose some control over the social vibe, but honestly the upside makes roommates the winner here. Moving to chores and responsibilities, an underrated part if you ask me. Living alone, you're the boss, which means all the cleaning, cooking, shopping, and fixing falls on you 100%. If you're busy, things can stack up fast. Now roommates, you split duties, chores, groceries, and sometimes even meal prep. It's all a team effort. Yes, it's super important to be on the same page about standards, otherwise you get the classic messy roommate drama. But overall, sharing the load is a massive relief, making roommate living the win. Safety and security. Okay, so if you're solo, you don't have to size up anyone's reliability, but here's the thing, emergencies can go unnoticed and break-ins, you stand alone. There's no one to call out if things go wrong, which can be nerve-wracking. Roommates are a built-in safety net, honestly. People around means less vulnerability, emergencies rarely slip by, and you always have someone to help out, assuming they're trustworthy, of course. So for most people, roommates make your place feel a whole lot safer. Let's hit total monthly budget impact. This is where your spreadsheet either cries or cheers. Living alone equals total predictability. You handle every expense from rent to streaming solo. But average costs for one bedrooms are intense. $920 to $3,200 a month depending on where you live. Utilities, all on you. No help buying cleaning supplies or splitting dinner deliveries. Now, if you share with a roommate, it's basically budget heaven. Split rent, utilities, groceries, even furniture and supplies, and boom, your wallet feels lighter in a good way. You do have to filter for financial compatibility, but seriously, for freeing up cash for priorities or savings, roommates win again. For our last category, best for, okay, this one's actually kind of a tie, but let's break it down. Living alone, you're the MVP if privacy is your one, perfect for introverts, those needing serious quiet for work, or if you've got a demanding schedule and want to recharge solo. Not so great if you're trying to stretch your monthly budget. Roommates? Absolute best for college kids, young professionals, anyone wanting to boost their savings, or just folks new to a city looking for built-in community. Not so fab for extreme introverts though, so yeah, both have their all-star scenarios. Let's take a step back and see how these stack up side by side. On things like privacy and independence, living solo just shines. But look at savings, spacious living, social fun, shared chores, extra safety, and all-around budget happiness. Roommate living seriously delivers. The chart basically spells it out. Okay, my honest take? Living alone gives you epic privacy and freedom, but you definitely pay a premium for it. If you want to maximize savings, like up to $1,465 a month, get access to nicer places, and be part of a mini hangout spot in your own house, go for the roommate. It's great for students, young professionals, and anyone watching their bank account, especially in 2025's high-rent world. If total privacy is the hill you're ready to die on, living solo is worth the splurge. But if you want financial freedom and, let's be real, a built-in friend group, roommates are where it's at. If you found this comparison helpful, share it with your friends who are stressing over the same housing decision. Everybody deserves a little more info before signing that lease.